Yeah! Y'all know what time it is, Raging Rebels. Let's get it. What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, I ask y'all please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rage Ranch TV. This is how we do Raging Rebels. Crown up! And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Raging Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe. And y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make this a whole series, man. I'm gonna go ahead and call it the Rage Rundown, the Rage King Rundown, man. While I go through the stats of the game just played by our Houston Texans. Now, you look at the final score, y'all, it finally happened. I can't believe it, and I'm also excited for it. The Houston Texans finally get a victory heading into a bye week, man. Now, let's go through it, man. Let's get into it, man. The Texans now 1-3-1, making the Jacksonville Jaguars 2-3, man. Let's go down. Let's look at the scoreboard, man. We look at the scoreboard here. Notice something. I want y'all to notice something. Notice the Jacksonville Jaguars did not, I repeat, did not score a single point in the second half. Great defense played. Great adjustments made by one Lovie Smith, man. I just want to point that out right there. When you can keep a team from scoring, you always have a chance to win. Because notice, we didn't score until late in the second half ourselves. So that made all the difference. When we can stagnate the offense and keep them from scoring, we always give ourselves a chance to win the game and always keep ourselves in the game. Speaking of, man, I want to show y'all something very alarming. If I were to show you total yards from both teams, which is in Jacksonville's favor, passing yards from both teams, which is in Jacksonville's favor, rushing yards in Jacksonville's favor, yards per play in Jacksonville's favor, first downs in Jacksonville's favor, third down efficiency in Jacksonville's favor, total plays in Jacksonville's favor, sacks allowed in Jacksonville's favor, punts by Jacksonville in Jacksonville's favor. The only few things that the Jacksonville Jaguars did not have in their favor were penalties and turnovers. Penalties and turnovers were what kept the Texans in the game. And specifically, I would like to give a special shout out, though I don't like what you did. I'm just talking about the shout out from the end result. Hey, Trayvon Walker, appreciate you giving us the dub, bro. Really appreciate it. You the real MVP of the Texans winning today. I just want you to know that. If I were to show you, get back to my original point, but if I were to show you all of these stats without showing you the scoreboard, you would tell me that Jacksonville should have won this game. Jacksonville won in every single area that mattered except the two most important: penalties and turnovers. Houston did not turn the ball over today, which is a great sign from the offense. We need to score a lot more points, but when you don't turn the ball over, you give yourself more chances to put more points on the board. You get what I'm saying? 2 interceptions thrown by Jacksonville. Derek Stingley Jr. having a great interception that literally saved the touchdown today. He had a sighting today. Fourth down efficiency. The Texans did not go for it on fourth down, and rightfully so. The Jacksonville Jaguars went on fourth down. They went 0 for 3 on fourth down. 0 for 3. It is very hard to win when you can't convert on fourth down or if you choose not to punt. Because what that does is that puts the offense in puts the other team's offense in a better position. That puts more pressure on your defense, and that's not making them. Because in the game of football, they say the game of football is a game of inches. It's a game of millimeters. The more you make the offense go down the field, the more field they have to go down. The more field they have to go down to get a touchdown, the easier it is for the defense to adjust, tackle what's in front of them, and keep them out of the end zone. It's hard to score in the NFL. I get it. It's hard to score in the NFL. But you want to make it as difficult as possible. Given shortened fields, giving the other team shortened fields, shorter lengths of the field to go down, that's not going to help you win. And I thought by not converting on fourth down, that really cost the Jacksonville Jaguars because they put more pressure on their defense. Their defense played an excellent game. They played a great game. Anytime you hold the opponent to 13 points, you are supposed to win that game. But our defense was just a little bit better today, and the big penalty by one Trayvon Walker that I'm not even going to lie, that pretty much saved the game for us. That pretty much iced the game for us because we were dead to rights. On the 3rd and 20, you cannot have that. But I'm glad that it was Jacksonville that got the penalty and not us. I'm just going to say that. Now, moving on, we go look at the stats of those Texans. You look at Davis Mills, 16 to 24, 140. No touchdowns, no interceptions, no turnovers. Not a good game. I'm not even going to lie. Not a good game. It just wasn't a good game from Davis Mills. I'm not even going to lie. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. Davis Mills, to me, is looking more and more like a really good backup quarterback than he is a starting quarterback. Blame it on experience. Blame it on play calling, which that's another topic I'm going to get to here in a minute. But Davis Mills, to me, he does not look like the guy. Davis Mills, to me, looks like a guy. He looks like a guy that he won't cost you the game, but he won't win you the game either. You look at other guys and other great quarterbacks around the league. You look at a guy like Pat Mahomes, and I'm not comparing the two. I'm just making a similarity. I'm making an example, I should say. You look at a guy like Pat Mahomes, you don't think he's a guy that can keep you in a game. That's a guy that can win you a game. You look at a guy like Aaron Rodgers, not a guy that'll really cost you a game. He's a guy that can help you win a game. You understand what I'm saying? Davis Mills, to me, does not give a hell. I know people don't like him around here anymore, but a guy like Deshaun Watson, after his first start, there was no question whether he was a guy that can win you a football game or not. Davis Mills, to me, has not still, to this point in time, has not proven to me that he is a guy that can help you win football games. He won't cost you a football game. He won't make bad turnovers and bad situations too often, but he's not really a guy you can put the ball in his hands and say, go win us a football. He's not that kind of guy. So why would I invest in that type of guy in the future? That's just my personal opinion. Y'all let me know down in the comment section if you disagree. However, from one guy that's a maybe to a guy that is a legitimate budding star, Damien Pierce. If y'all don't put some respect on this young fella's name right now, I am going to be highly offended. This guy right here, Damien Pierce, other than a few bright spots on the offensive line, this guy is one of the few bright spots on that offense, man. This guy's one of the few bright spots on the offense. Had a big 75-yard run last week. This week he was a yard short of another 100-yard day. Scored the only touchdown for our offense, man. And let's talk about that run he had where it gave me beast mode vibes. I'm talking about beast mode in Seattle where he literally stiff-armed, ran through, and pushed through every single New Orleans Saint defenseman that was on that play. That's the vibes I was getting. It wasn't as long as a play. It wasn't as spectacular, and of course he didn't score. But he put us in a position to be able to score. He pretty much gave us the go-ahead score to win. Damien Pierce is the future of running backs here in Houston. I am all for David Pierce. I am a huge fan of the guy. Houston, get that man some help. Possibly get him a second running back so you don't burn him out too early. But Damien Pierce is a budding star. Damien Pierce is the bright spot of our offense. Our offense runs through Damien Pierce. We do not score anything without Damien Pierce running that ball. And I say feed that beast. Get him the ball. He should not be carrying the ball no less than 25 times a game. I don't care. We need to run play action through him. I was saying it all game. The fact we got a budding running back in Damien Pierce and we are not running play action pass through him when he's giving us the effort he's giving us on the running game is absolutely ridiculous. So through the bye week, maybe we can fix that. Maybe we can run a few more screen passes on him, but we need to get the ball in his hands, keep it in his hands, and run the offense through him through play action, man. We do that. I think we give Davis Mills a few more opportunities to throw the ball downfield, keep him off the turf, and we give ourselves a better chance to win. Also, another guy I want to shout out. We had a Nico Collins sighting, y'all. Nico Collins coming up with huge first down plays, man. Without Nico Collins coming up with those big catches, especially on that last drive, man, we do not win. We do not win. So I want to give a shout out to Nico Collins, man. Brandon Cooks was pretty much neutralized today. Honestly, on offense, we were stagnant. Any other time against any other team, the Houston Texans should have lost this game. I'm not even going to cap with you. The Houston Texans should have lost this game. But the fact that the defense stepped up when needed to, and the offense did what they need to do to put the ball in the end zone at the time that they did, man, I'll take the victory. I'll take it because this does nothing but build confidence. You got to get that first one. Once you get that first victory, you know how to win. You see how to win, what adjustments you need to make, and then from there you build confidence. You want to throw the ball downfield more. You run with a little extra swagger. You defend with a little bit of extra swagger, and I think this is a big confidence boost, especially against a division rival that we're gonna have to face ultimately again twice a year going forward in the Jacksonville Jaguars, who I believe have a bright future. They just need to fix a lot of holes on that defense. And honestly, had it not been for a stupid penalty by Trayvon Walker, the Jacksonville Jaguars could have very well easily won this game. So with that being said, it wasn't pretty at all, but I'll take it. I'll take it for this Texans team, man. Great victory today, man. Let's try to get it, and let's try to get a victory in the next game, man. Anyway, that's just my opinion, man. That's just my opinion. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about the Texans finally, by God, finally getting that first victory, man. As long as y'all man respectful and logical, we can have a conversation. But that's the end of my video. Hope y'all enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for you. My name is Rage King, and I will see y'all on the next one. Go Texans!